Welcome to another match of Affinity. This hand is very mediocre. I think it's just on this side of keepable. The 2/3 drops are kind of nice, given that we have 3 lands. We do have a Vault Scourge. Alright, so we're playing against blue-white control. Probably. It's a pretty good bet that it's blue-white control if you're seeing Hollow Fountain tapped. I do like that he mulliganed. Yeah. Okay, scratch that. We're playing against some jank stuff. I have no idea what to expect because I have never seen blue-white Chief Engineer before. I'm guessing this is some weird variant on blue steel, but join me as we find out. So, for the moment, we're just casting spells on curve and seeing how that takes us. Walking Ballista would be really annoying. Right now I'm leaning towards Galvanic Blasting the Grand Architect next turn if I still have artifacts. If this is Walking Ballista, we're probably screwed. Yeah. Walking Ballista is really annoying. He should never have let that resolve. Now he can't Walking Ballista away both of my creatures. Okay. Against the blue steel decks, Walking Ballista is by far their most important card. The rest of their stuff can generally be gone bigger than or raced, but Ballista is just kind of obnoxious. If he shoots both of our guys now, I think we just sacrifice both artifacts to keep the Ravager alive. And then we're unable to Galvanic Blast to do lethal damage to the Grand Architect. So now the question is, does he want to spend his Walking Ballista to do... Okay. So because he didn't spend the Walking Ballista to force me to sack the Opal, we still have Metalcraft. So we can still kill Grand Architect. You know, I suppose I could have waited until after I attack to Galvanic Blast the Grand Architect, but honestly, there's no chance that he's chump blocking a 3/3 Arcbound Ravager with a Walking Ballista, so... Right now, I think we just hope to be more efficient than he is and going big. Your Superior definitely throws a wrench in that plan, though. Yeah, we don't really have any good attacks. He has to hold back the Mirror Superior at the moment, though. To hold back the rest of our board. We can attack with the Blink Moth. I'm attacking with Spell Queller opens him up to a Blink Moth attack. And a Signal Pest as well. Artifacts have Convoke. Yeah, it's only casting the spell, so we can't use Convoke to, like, convoke out more walking ballista counters. Mm. Oh, he wants to race? Sure. I'll race. I'm game for that. So he can attack for 7, the next turn he can attack for 10 if he's not casting a card. Does 4 damage this turn, puts me at 7. That is awkward. That is awkward. Now, the second Master of Ethereum, though, is quite nice. I think I just attack with these things, keep the Master and the Blink Moth back to block. Wait, no. Did I leave myself open to lethal? Yeah, I think I just left myself open to lethal. That wasn't smart. Yeah. Man, the math on the Throne of the God Pharaoh is annoying. Because now he can attack with these 3. Which, if he so he doesn't block. And then he attacks with those, with everything. Then I block here and here. And I take 3. And I take 3 from the Throne of the God Pharaoh. Should have attacked with the Blink Moth Nexus, then it forces that to block. And then I guess I still die. I guess I had to hold back a thing. But I'm not winning the race either way. Anyways. Man. I hate walking ballista. Well, maybe he'll miss it. He has to attack with everything. Throne of the God Pharaoh doing work. Was there a different way to do that attack? I think I have to attack with less things so that I can hold back more blockers. But then I'm not winning the race anyways. Very awkward. So I take 3 from the Throne of the God Pharaoh, go down to 1, and the Walking Ballista finishes me off. Well, that's irritating. What do I want against this guy? I don't really care for Edge Champion. A couple Thoughtseizes and a couple Ancient Grudges are probably good. His stuff is too big for a Gerper Aether Grid. He's got too much colorless stuff for me to really care for a Blood Moon. Welding Jar seems lackluster. Memnites also seem kind of meh. If you're gonna take stuff out, you often shave off Memnites. Those are typically the first things you need to shave if you're not in a straight up race. He definitely has things we want to kill, so keep in Galvanic Blast. Yeah, if we held back one more creature, then we can also block the Ballista. So we can't go all in. Maybe we should have tried to slow roll that a little bit more. Alright. Anyways, so now that we're on the play, and hopefully keeping a faster hand. Oh yeah, this is great. We've got turn 1, Thoughtseize into turn 2, attack with a cranial plating. Yeah, this is what I want to see. Well, that hand sucks. So I'm gonna take the Ceremonious Rejection because I like my cranial platings. And he can have a Dismember and some other garbage cards that he can't use. I think I'll make him Dismember the Memnite. I'd rather have the Flying Ornithopter to go over Superions if he manages to get them out. And maybe he won't feel like dismembering a Memnite, in which case we get an extra 1 damage in. Compared to equipping to Ornithopter, which apparently we did. Well, that's kind of nice. So, Blinkmoth and Island are gone. Chief Architect. Things have Convoke. Okay, so we can start casting Mirror Superions next turn. Well, I guess we trade his only way of casting those Superions for a Memnite. Unless he would like to take 11 damage. Okay. Sure thing. So if we draw a land, we... No, we don't just win. He'll have a Memnite. Or Blinkmoth Nexus. Or Dismember. I was wondering if we could draw land, animate, and double equip to Inkmoth for lethal, but I don't think we'll be able to get that. And the Mystic Gate is gone, so his hand is Superion, Superion, Dismember, and 2 others. Grand Architect. Alright. That is big. I'll give him that. But he tapped out, so this is lethal, right? Let's see. We animate this. We have 5 artifacts. Unless his last card is Gutshot. This is lethal. Whoops. Don't see a particular reason to change up anything. It's gonna be real nice if he jumps through a bunch of hoops to cast things like Mirror Superions and we can just Ancient Grudge them. Well, this hand is great. Opal would be absurd to draw. But a Signal Pest is not bad. I think with this hand, the only thing I'm really scared of is... I guess he could have Hercule's Recall. That's a realistic card for him to be playing. That would be bad. Thoughtseize Steel Overseer? I think I am actually in for that. Getting an active Steel Overseer would be great. And I don't want him to do anything particularly nasty. Okay. So if we take the Grand Architect, so we can either take the... We take the rejection, he's got no interaction, he can play a Grand Architect next turn, and then the turn after that, a Chief Engineer, and then a Worm Coil Engine, and then we have a Ravager to deal with, a Worm Coil. Yeah, I think I'd rather get rid of the rejection so that we can cast Overseer without having any interaction to worry about. That is totally fine. I don't think he's winning this race. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Do we have lethal? Okay. So we have... We play Ravager, we animate Nexus, we activate Steel Overseer, 1 for Nexus, 1 for Overseer, 1 for Signal Pest. That's 3. 2 counters on Ravager. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we got lethal. Wow. I'm really dumb. This is why you don't talk into a microphone. Because you forget that you don't actually have lethal. Because your thing has summoning sickness. Well, that's on the list of really embarrassing things I've done today. Oh well. In the long run, this play was actually probably fine. So he played Mystic Gate. So his hand is... So the fun thing is here is he can't cast the Worm Coil. What are you doing? You're not allowed to cast Worm Coil. You die. You just straight die if you cast Worm Coil Engine. Okay. Alright, alright. So I screwed up, but this guy doesn't even respect it. So... Sure. Whatever. Six counters, 10. Alright, got there. That was an embarrassingly poorly played match. Alright, sorry about that.